Lycium is about the dreaming of the seeds that are buried in the ground during the winter. They haven't sprouted yet. It's not time for sprouting. It's time for dreaming in the dark. This is what the Hun, the liver spirit, does as it's being nourished in the dark. And we also have seeds inside of us. Jing, potential, deep nature and qualities that we don't even know. We've lived however long we've lived, but there are some seeds that have not sprouted yet. How do we hear what they're whispering? It does need to get very, very quiet in order to hear the whispers of the seeds inside of us. Because deep in the deepest of yin, what's moving in the dark is the unfurling of jing, the becoming. Lycium nourishes the eyes for insight. It's not so much about visual acuity out there, but it does nourish and moisten the eyes. It doesn't give you better eyesight to see what's out there. It nourishes and moistens the eyes and increases insight, reflective seeing. It reduces judgmentalness, therefore, because judgmentalness comes from stopping with the outside picture and not reflecting. Oh, how would I feel if my kid was running around in the grocery store and I'm trying to shop and I'm tired? I'm like, I reflect. I look past the surface of the lake and move into the depth. So it's very helpful for judging ourselves too. The kinds of judgments that actually keep us from knowing who we are, especially in early developmental stages. This is why Lycium has the wisdom of the teacher in it, because a good teacher can see in the student developmentally from the very first leaves, what is this person becoming? What is this an early version of? It's always so wonderful when working with students in a clinic to feel like, oh yes, you just feel like a spastic toddler, but I see what you're becoming. There's a swan on its way. There's a stallion on its way. There's a rose bush rose bush before it blooms just doesn't look like much. And we can be very self-judgmental rather than self-insightful in the way that Lycium helps us turn inward in the dark and just listen. Who am I? What might I be if I let myself become? Just dreaming. No plans here. Just listen in the dark. You might try it out. Going to bed a lot earlier than you think you need to. Just fly in the dark with some Lycium energy. And listen, non-judgmentally, insightfully. What seeds are there inside of you?